This is from a Draft Tulsi, the Twitter account Draft Tulsi. All right. So here's Dennis's. So Richard Cordray launched all these smear attacks on Dennis Kucinich. They they called him. They claimed he was getting money from the Kremlin. They said that they connected him to murders in the Middle East. I mean, it was not connected him, but like saying he was sympathizing for it. So let's read a statement on Cordray's smear attack. Today, the Cordray attack campaign, excuse me, unleashed a series of attacks attempting to tie me, this is Dennis Kucinich talking, tie me to the Kremlin's payroll, to 9/11 deniers, and to murder the innocents and the murder of innocents in the Middle East. These cowardly, hysterical, and outrageously untrue statements reflect Cordray's panic that he and the state capital power brokers might lose control of the Ohio Democratic Party. Cordray will do anything to change the subject from his MRA A rating and his support for assault weapons on the streets of America. The facts. Last year, I attended a peace conference in the UK at the invitation of the Euro CSE. It was paid for by a civil rights advocacy group in California. Those in attendance included the Archbishop of Canterbury and a bunch of other people. We don't need to read all of them. The purpose of the conference was to bring peace and reconciliation to Syria, not to support the current regime. And then he gives you his opening statement. As anyone can plainly see, my speech was about peace. Richard Cordray wants to have assault weapons, which are weapons of war, on the streets of America. So there you go. We smear people to our left by trying to tie them to a scapegoat because in reality, he doesn't have any good dirt on Dennis Kucinich. The best thing he has is that Dennis Kucinich spoke at a peace conference. So he's got to try to dress that up. Meanwhile, when he was head of that finance board, they had a ton of leaks. They had a ton of information that got leaked. And he's a corporatist, and he has an A rating from the NRA. He's a wolf in sheep's clothing. That's what Cordray is. So that was a pathetic attempt at a smear, and I am really pulling for Kucinich. There's, I only openly endorse so many people just because I don't really feel like, just because a lot of times I'm not really decided if I want to support anybody. But Dennis Kucinich is one of the few. I highly encourage everybody to vote for him. And I'll do whatever I can to help. I know there's some people that help with his campaign that are regular viewers here, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate you guys working for Dennis. He's one of the good guys. Dennis is one of the good guys. And he's really been fighting the fight for a long time. And he's been trying to do it within the system, and that system has smeared him and tried to throw boulders in his path every opportunity they had, even coming down to redistricting him. I mean, they even redistricted him. And I'm sure he's made some decisions that he may wish he could take back. And if I was in his shoes, I'm sure I would have too. But he's one of the good guys. He is one of the few good guys. And I really hope that I really hope he beats Cordray. Yeah, Kucinich ran for president. I was behind him. I was behind him in the 2008 primary. They have often worked against him. Well, they got him and Ron Paul off that debate stage as soon as they could. Why? Because, policy-wise, they don't have much in common. But what's one thing they really do have in common? They want to end the wars. And that was back when MSNBC was owned by General Electric. And General Electric makes a lot of money making bombs. So they didn't want an anti-war candidate on that debate stage. They don't want an anti-war candidate on that debate stage.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. That was a clip from Get Your News On with Ron, the world's first viewer-curated streaming news show. What does that mean? That means I log on to a stream and people tweet me articles over on Twitter at Ron Placone, or they use our Reddit subsection, which is just Get Your News On with Ron over on Reddit. And that's how we build the show. I'm seeing all these articles for the first time. We are literally getting our news on together. Follow me on Twitter at Ron Placone so you can participate. And this show streams live every Tuesday through Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please do tune in. If you want to support this show, you can do so over on patreon.com/Ron Placone, where for as low as $1 a month, you get access to exclusive podcasts every week, exclusive videos, free tickets to shows when I'm performing in your town, and more for as low as $1 a month. Please do consider it. Thank you so much for your support. This has been Get Your News On with Ron.